For WBCK. Brenda Hunt is back with us in the studio now from the Battle Creek Community Foundation. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
You don't have a road fund somewhere at the
no, please don't
foundation?
ask me about the roads. Absolutely. I just keep changing the axles on my car.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Wheels.
past the tires. Everybody's into axles now.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. We've gone past that, haven't we? BC Vision. Boy, our 100 days, we're on it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this right now?
You know, no process is perfect, and everybody, we'll go on about that, but I think this is Battle Creek's opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we have the CEOs of the Kellogg Foundation and the Kellogg Company who have stepped up to lead this, and we have a plan, and we've got people excited one way or the other. We are on a new road here, you know.
How so? What do you feel about that makes you sense this? Yeah,
this is our opportunity. I often talk the last few years have not been good to this community. It hasn't gotten better. And so I think this is the platform where we kind of hit bottom and we're moving upward. And I see people changing. I've seen organizations and people coming together to do things that have not been ready to partner and create the change. It's all over those plans. Many of those plans are already underway in this community. So I feel the change already. We've seen it in little things where we partner and think together and work to create the structures where the community can thrive.
So, that's interesting because the 100 days was maybe not necessarily the point at which progress was already being recognized, right?
Right.
But it is.
Right. I believe the work and the change really started last spring. As everybody was gathering and we came together in May, it started to create the environment where it starts to move things around. So I'll give you a couple examples. The fact that the new visitor center is across from Market Square was not just something that happened. We'd been working and partnering together with a Visitors Bureau for some time on that. The fact that the B-cycle station was put there. The fact that we have a B-cycle station next to the hospital and the community college. All of those things were planned. 3 years ago, when we stuck a B-cycle at the old Burn Brook Center, nobody knew about it, right? And the partnerships were created, and our theory was it might grow like that. So you see those changes. We're working on the Festival of Lights, and the mayor has stepped down from working on that, Deb Owen, this year, and we've just contracted with our own Kim Holly to come back and do that work for us. And in the planning the other day, we were looking at where do we put Santa Claus. Generally, we put Santa Claus in an empty storefront. How about putting Santa Claus in an open business where people go in and can get a hot cup of coffee or some cocoa, and we might subsidize the cost of those for people, but it changes the whole approach to how we're moving forward.
Feels differently.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we were to move forward from here now, would we say we're on target from the 100 days then? It sounds like we are.
I'm telling you, I think we should use this BC Vision, and we just should say, oh, yes, that was part of BC Vision. Okay? I am like, this community needs to rally. I've seen them do it before. We've hit bottom before in this town. There's many, if you go back and study the history, many, many times. And what's different about it this time is that we cannot leave out 2/3 of the population. So if you're not on the steering committee, don't worry about it. Let's get together. We're ready to take people's calls to get some work done down at the Community Foundation. That's why we were created. Lejeune said that last night.
Right.
Created 41 years ago to give people the opportunity, the community the opportunity to access philanthropy.
There was some reporting in the last week or so about the steering committee and changes. The Miller College president is off the committee now, and that might affect things. What's the sense with that?
Yeah, I think the steering committee is very stable. If you notice, they corrected that. The two superintendents from Lakeview and from Battle Creek were asked to come on the steering committee several months ago. I'm very sorry about Miller College. We need a 4-year institution to step up in this community, and I think that they will will get that figured out, and we will move forward. And we've got a very strong community college that's also in there helping. So I'm very pleased about those parts. Not at all worried about the steering committee.
Mm-hmm.
If you asked what I was most worried about, and that would be the fact that the momentum of the people might stop. And that is not what we need. We don't need everybody to agree. We don't need everybody to like the process.
Mm-hmm.
But we need everybody to do something productive every day to change this community, to make it better.
All right, and if they hear that and they're motivated by that, what would you recommend they do?
If they need, they don't have to do that through organized philanthropy. There's lots of outlets in our community, and social media creates a number of them. But if they need help or a platform or don't know how to navigate their idea, we'd be glad to take their calls.
All right.
And we'd be glad to meet with them. We'll meet with anybody, anytime. We have 100 different funds at our place that are just for people's projects that they've come up with, so they don't have to go incorporate a 501c3.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's incredible. Brenda, it's always good talking to you, and we'll do it again soon.
My pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Brenda Hunt, Battle Creek Community Foundation. 8